We've currently got our next guest in the studio. We've got a solicitor in the house.
Ooh, better behave ourselves now.
Me too. It's Janet Ford. She's a solicitor responsible for the clinics at the Signet Law. Good evening, Janet.
Good evening.
Tell us about these clinics.
Yeah.
Right. I'm the head of the private family law department at Signet. And through my role there, it had become apparent that some clients were struggling getting appointments with us out during the working day of 9 to 5. And inquiries had been made of whether we could hold some appointments after hours. So we looked at a way of how we could manage this for the local community to enable them to access legal services, which is more convenient to them. And we decided to take a room in the Hart building at Redcar to be able to facilitate this. We started it approximately 3 weeks ago, and we've had quite a good feedback. The sessions have taken off quite well. We hold them between 4 and 7 on a Thursday evening. You can make an appointment by contacting our reception in the office. The telephone number is 01642 777 680. Primarily the firm deals with all aspects of family law, but we also run a conveyancing department and wills probate department.
But the clinics are about family law.
Yeah, the clinics at the moment are about family law, but they've taken off so well that we
might expand them.
Yeah, we're looking at expanding
I'm a bit surprised. I sit here and I'm a bit surprised because I'm surprised nobody's already done this, because I know myself the difficulties of working during the daytime and then trying to contact the solicitor and end up with missed phone calls endlessly.
Yeah.
Presumably that was the sort of thing that you were getting. You were getting clients who were ringing and saying, I'd like some advice, but I've got to go now.
Yeah, exactly. Or they would ring and say, can we have the last appointment on a Friday afternoon?
Everybody wants that one.
And everybody wanted that one. So yeah, that's why we thought possibly Thursday is the better day, because it's towards the end of the working week for people. And then it just gives them that level of flexibility. And if they've got enough time just to give us a call during the day, we can book the appointment.
And I guess it's family law is the ideal one, because family law, I'm guessing most of it is to do with marital disputes.
Well, it's
child custody.
That's right. Yes, it's marital disputes, cohabitation issues, children matters, what was contact.
And I guess in that context, people are going to struggle. They've got to keep working to keep a family or whatever it's going, and they don't want to lose the job or risk anything, but they've got to get legal advice on it. So it sounds like.
It is. We thought it would work for people doing that, and you're right in what you're saying is, obviously, if people have separated and they're struggling to maintain what they've got on one wage, then yes, you're right in what you're saying. They can't be affording to take time off work.
And also, as well as you have a dedicated domestic violence department as well.
Yes, we do. We have we work a lot with EVA and Women's Aid, and yes. And I head up that, and my colleague Gemma Brooke, she's on the board at EVA, so we work quite closely with them.
Good as well.
And you're getting a really good reputation as that as one of the fastest growing leading firms on this, aren't you?
Yes, we are, thankfully. It's an important area of law, and important to us as a practice, and to be able to support not only women, because we do get male clients in respect of it, so it's not just EVA that we work with, but we have represented a lot of men, and also elder abuse as well.
I mean that's one. I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's the one that I think always gets missed. Child abuse is there, partner abuse is there, but abuse often under pressure and accidentally sometimes, but abuse financially, physically of older people, carers abuse, family care abuse. So I'm delighted to hear that, because it's one I've been screaming about for years. So people come along to you, they see a solicitor, and they get the advice, and then come back to another Thursday session, to keep it going.
What normally happens is we offer an initial 30-minute consultation. We can assess clients for legal aid during that period, although there isn't a lot of legal aid available now.
It's been heavily reduced.
It's been heavily reduced, but there is legal aid available for domestic violence, but it is means tested.
Right.
We can carry out those assessments in that 30-minute, or we can provide a cost estimate for clients as well. And we also set up direct debits to make monthly payments, just to spread the cost out, because as a firm,
it's expensive.
It is very expensive, and we're fully aware of that. And we do try to serve the community. I think we have quite a reputation for doing that, of being involved with the Red Car community, and a number of our staffs have just signed up to be Red Car ambassadors through the council, and we've just been invited to an event there in December. So just so we can give back to the community that's giving to us.
But I mean, people approaching you, particularly I guess marital disputes, are a bit conscious of costs above everything. They're struggling to keep it going. Where's it all going to go? So you get a 30-minute consultation. You then get an indication of costs that are going to be following on, but presumably there's a bit of reassurance in the 30 minutes.
It is. A lot of people who initially come to see us just come for the 30 minutes, just to get some sort of advice around the legal position, so they can make informed decisions effectively of what they're going to do. Sometimes they haven't even decided to separate at that point. And then they may come back at a later date to see us.
It's going to be that much hassle, we'll stay together.
Some people make that decision, some don't. It's a personal choice, of course, isn't it?
And also, you also work with adoption and international child abduction as well, don't you?
Yeah, my first week at Signet, I had an international case that involved a child in France. But yes, we do. We get quite complex areas of law, surrogacy.
And they're very emotional, these things.
And
sometimes I think the law has to be lacking in the emotion to be able to cope with the emotional debris that's falling around.
Certainly on a personal view, I think you've got to be quite objective.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for.
Because obviously the nature of the area of law that we deal with, clients are very upset and emotive, and we've got to be able to assist them think clearly to make those decisions that affect the future.
And obviously with sympathy, but you've got to look after them as well, haven't you?
You have to have empathy, I think, for this area of law. It's not for everybody.
No, you're talking about objectivity and the emotional. I've got to ask the question. I'm dying to know. You might not know the answer, but Signet, the name of a law firm, is this something to do with a duck serenely on the surface and paddling frantically underneath?
It's the swan, but yes.
Signet. I like it.
Not a duck. We haven't got Dean here, the comedian.
I know what a Signet is.
Can I just say we've actually had some feedback on Facebook as well, with you being gone, and Jackie Young said it's good to know that the specialist in-house to offer advice on these difficult subjects. So we're getting lots of feedback as well. So the other thing I've noticed as well is, because whilst you've been chatting, I've been looking at the kind of feedback you've had, and people are very, very positive about the practice and really, really good feedback.
Well, we pride ourselves in client care and being approachable. And historically, solicitors and legal persons have had the public have a notion that they're not so approachable.
I love the delicate and diplomatic way to put that.
But
men in black suits that charge a fortune and don't talk.
Well, I think that was sort of a historical sort of viewpoint, but certainly at Signet we try to make ourselves very approachable and make clients feel comfortable, especially with the area of law that we're dealing with. It's not black letter law as such, because there is that emotional element running through, and I think as lawyers and professionals we always have to remember that. It's easy, because we deal with this area of law on a day-to-day basis, to forget that for those individual clients
it's a one and only case.
It is, and it's a certain period in the life life that's particularly challenging, and we're here to help them through that.
Yeah. Do you find do you do into arbitration or anything like that? Because I know quite in family law, quite often, there's a step of arbitration before.
Or the mediation.
Mediation.
No, we don't do mediation, but what we can do is refer to local mediators in the area.
Yeah, because as you say, it's not always black and white.
No,
and sometimes it's just finding your way to how a solution.
Because sometimes it's communication between parties that's quite important.
People only talk to each other.
Exactly. It's very important to talk.
It's all right. I'm just looking at your Facebook page as well, and your cover photo on your Facebook page is you're pledging to take action to reduce mental health discrimination as part of Time to Change.
That's correct. We actually have a mental health team as well.
Yes.
So when you were talking about the elder abuse and that type of thing, we can assist people. If they want to give us a call, we're quite happy to speak to them.
Excellent.
And also, as well as you're on Twitter as well, and
hey, the very social media established.
Wow.
We try to be.
well, congratulations as well, because your fantastic team were worthy runners-up at the Tees Business Women's Award last week in training and apprenticeships category.
Yes.
So congratulations on
Thank
that. And also as well as that you're on BBC Tees the other week as well, weren't you? With Gary Phillipson.
I was. That's right. That was just prior to us setting off with
the
Thursday
Did they give you
evenings.
cake? Did they give you cake?
No.
No, taste. We are unique for that.
Gary, you need to be up in your game. You need to be giving a cake here. So, but also as well as that, if you go on to your Twitter feed, and it's a Signet Law 1, and that's on Twitter. Absolutely interesting things here as well. So I'll definitely be giving that a feed.
I'm going to spend all night on your Facebook page. I can see this on Twitter.
I like things like that, but it just means that people can actually get a hold of you, and you're on LinkedIn as well.
And again,
important.
doing something like that is out of hours. It's not picking up a telephone. I mean, personally, because I'm deaf, I hate picking up telephone. So being able to access a Facebook, a messenger, an email, send it at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm having a crisis, and then you picking it up the next morning, and me being able to see you on an evening.
Yeah.
Great service.
Well, we try our best.
Definitely. Well, give us the website again, please.
The website.
The website address for Signet Law is signetlaw.co.uk, and also as well as that you can contact them on Facebook, you can contact them on Twitter, and also LinkedIn.
Drop into the Community Heart Centre at Redcar on a Thursday evening.
Thursday evening, yes, it
4
is.
4 till 7:30.
4 till 7, and if they just ring into reception on 01642 77768, or we can make the appointment for you.
And
Perfect.
the last word as well is Janet has a kind and sympathetic approach to all matters, and you've got a really big client base in the local area as well. Lots of lovely feedback on you. So definitely go along on it's Thursday. What time again?
4 till 7.
4 to 7,
4 till 7 at the Community Heart Centre in Redcar.
And I'd just like to thank you for inviting me along tonight.
No problem at all.
Oh, come back.
Come back.
We love you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing great things. That's so important for people in the community. And it's thinking out the box as well.
Yeah.
And that's so important.
It is.
And it's all good news. It's good news. I know it's not a particularly good time for people, their families and stuff, but the thing is offering a service.
There's somebody there ready to listen, ready to talk and give you sound advice. Use it.
Definitely.
Thank you.